Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kelly, and today I'm going to be doing a wear test on a few different products. Two of them are from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is just their stick foundation. I've never used a stick foundation, so this is all new to me. But since I have a little bit of a drier skin type, I thought that a stick foundation might be kind of good for me. I don't know, so we'll see. The other thing that I'm using is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder. I'm going to try that. Mine is in the color Vanilla. I'm also going to be doing a first impression today and a wear test on the Born This Way concealer that I picked up at TJ Maxx for just $8.99. Mine is in the color Light Nude. The packaging is very similar to Tarte Shape Tape concealer. The doe foot is a little bit smaller, which I'm not sure if I like or dislike or if I even care about the doe foot. It's a doe foot. I'm also going to talk about the Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder from Too Faced. I did try this yesterday and I really like the peach tint. I feel like it's really good for color correcting, and I will show you guys that. First, I'm going to prime my face. I'm using the Peri Para Blur Pang Banana Milk Blur Primer. Like I said, I've never used a stick foundation. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation. This is in the color Warm Natural, and I'm just gonna apply this all over my face. I have no idea how much of this to apply. I'm gonna blend it out using a Real Techniques blending sponge. This really blends out really nicely, a lot easier than I expected considering that is a more thick formula. I would say this is probably a light to medium coverage foundation. I'm not sure if it's buildable or not, but I'll try to build it up a little bit here and we'll see. I mean, that's pretty buildable. That's good. I actually really like the way that looks built up a little bit more there. In fact, you can kind of build it up on any trouble spots that you have, and it kind of acts like a concealer. I kind of really like this. It does not have a matte finish. It definitely has like a satin finish. It's not super glowy, but it is not matte. Now I'm going to use this Born This Way concealer in the color Light Nude. I'm going to apply it just like I apply my Shape Tape concealer. This concealer absolutely covers very well. It has the same kind of dewy finish as their Born This Way foundation, which I really like. It looks really natural, has a really beautiful texture. I love the dewiness of this concealer. Now I'm going to set that using the Peach Blur Pressed Powder from Too Faced. You can see on the brush that it definitely has that peach tone to it, which is great for correcting under eye circles as well as hyperpigmentation and acne. So this is really perfect to put over concealer. You can see it's nice and bright. It really evened out that area under my eye compared to this one. It definitely makes everything look really smooth. I think that powder is really nice. Everything feels really smooth and set. And now I'm going to apply setting powder to the rest of my face using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder in the color Vanilla. I've never used this one before, so this is kind of a first impression for me. This powder glides on so effortlessly. It does have a mattifying finish to it. It has a very soft, airy feel to it. It's very light on the skin. It definitely has sort of like an airbrushed effect. It's mattifying. And it also has just enough color in it to blur out any little imperfections. It is translucent, but they have it in 3 different colors, vanilla, and there's a medium one, a deep one, and then there's actually like one that is just translucent. I'm gonna go ahead now and throw on the rest of my makeup, and I will be right back. So this is my finished look for today. I am really surprised by this Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it just because of the application, because it seems like it would be thick, but really it has a really light feel on the skin, really blends really smoothly with the skin. It has a very natural finish, which I like. I did try to build it up here around this hyperpigmentation a little bit, which seemed to work, but now I can see that through that. I would say that this is really a light to medium coverage. It's definitely not a full coverage foundation stick. I don't know if stick foundations are supposed to be full coverage. I've never used one before. But I really love this setting powder by Anastasia Beverly Hills. My skin feels so smooth. It's not sticky, it's not powdery, it's not chalky. It is just a very finely milled loose powder that really gives you that nice airbrushed look. And it is mattifying, but you can see the radiance through the mattifying finish of the foundation. I am also extremely happy with these Too Faced products. I feel like that concealer is so dewy. It's not as drying as the Shape Tape concealer. This is definitely a more moisturizing concealer. And this Peach Blur setting powder really does a really good job at color correcting, which I'm really happy about. That's exactly what I needed, was something that was just a little bit more color correcting, that brightens up that area under my eyes, and I feel like this did an excellent job. So I will be back in just a few hours to see how this concealer and how this foundation are wearing. I may try to put a little bit more here. I'm not sure yet if I should, or if I should just wait it out and see how it wears. Yeah, so I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. I have changed my clothes. I was a little bit chilly, so I put a sweater on. I've been wearing all of my makeup now for 7 hours. I'm not gonna go any longer than this because I really feel like I have a really good feel for this stuff at this point. And I do wanna mention I have not touched up any of my makeup, but I have been wearing the NYX Velvet Matte Lipstick in the color Unicorn Fur. And you know, I don't know exactly how long this is supposed to last. It doesn't say anywhere on the package that this is a long wearing lipstick, but holy cow, like it's been 7 hours. I have not touched it up. I've eaten 3 meals with this lipstick on, and it looks pretty damn good, so I'm really happy about that. As far as the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation goes, I really am happy with it. I wanted to show you guys that I do have dry skin, and I do have a little healing pimple right here, and you guys know how like drying foundations can look really bad over healing acne in those little dry patches. And this, you know, even though this is not a full coverage foundation, it stayed pretty moist there, which I love because it doesn't look flaky. Now I can see that I have a blemish, but it didn't get flaky and weird and gross. The only place it's coming off of is my chin, because I got something on my chin and I actually rubbed it off. This is the side that I actually built up a little bit extra of that foundation, and on this side I did not. So you can see there that hyperpigmentation is not fully covered, but where I did build it up looks still amazing. That loose setting powder from Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is officially my new favorite setting powder. Even though it was mattifying at first, once it kind of settles in with your foundation, it really gives you a really nice airbrushed, glowy kind of finish. It's not drying at all. It did not dry out my face. And this Too Faced Born This Way concealer looks absolutely dewy under my eyes. I love this concealer. I think I could probably go even a little bit lighter with the color, but because I got this at TJ Maxx, they didn't have a huge color selection. Light nude is pretty good. I just think that I could go a little bit lighter under the eyes, but as far as the finish goes, it is a very natural, beautiful, radiant, dewy finish under my eyes. I absolutely love this concealer. It's lasted 7 hours. It hasn't broken apart. If I were to compare it to the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I would say that this concealer is a lot more moisturizing. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is a little bit drier. I can definitely feel the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer on my skin. This I cannot feel. It feels completely natural, like I'm not wearing any concealer at all. I'm not sure if I would necessarily cut my crease using this concealer. The Tarte Shape Tape Concealer just does such a great job at being so opaque on my eyelids that I'm just not sure about this, but I will try that. I'll try it and see how that goes. The other thing that I tried this week, today was not my first time using it, but my first time using it and seeing it on camera. This Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder is really beautiful. I think that this does contribute a lot to that dewiness under the eyes in combination with this concealer, because it has those little light reflecting particles. It does have a radiant finish, this finishing powder does, and I just think that that little peach tint does such a good job at color correcting, not only under the eyes, but also this acne and hyperpigmentation. It's a really good color correcting setting powder if you're looking for something that is a little bit more color correcting. I hope you guys enjoyed this little first impression Friday, or big first impression Friday, since I really used 4 new products and I love them all. I'm really happy. I don't think I've had really a negative experience yet with the first impression, any of the stuff that I've gotten lately, which is great. I try to stick to stuff that has high ratings to make sure that I'm not gonna be like really disappointed, but so far I have been nothing but impressed with all of the products I have tried. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye.